Indian must remember that he is the citizen of India and has several rights but with certain duties. My name is Swapna Aris from grade 10 and today I am here to talk about the Quit India movement, Bharat Chodo Andolan. On 8 August 1942 in the Gwalior Tank Maidan at Mumbai, all the top leaders of the All India Congress Committee were gathered. They were about to announce a movement, the final struggle against the British imperialistic government in power. In front of thousands of people, Mahatma Gandhi gave a historic speech. Every one of you should consider yourself as free. We can no longer live under the shoes of imperialism. We need complete freedom. I'll give you a mantra. You may imprint on your hearts and let every breath of yours give expressions to it. And the mantra is do or die. Karo ya maro. Either we'll see India free or we'll be killed in this attempt. But we'll no longer live under this slavery. This speech motivated lots of people who were gathered there, and this was the beginning of the Quit India movement, Bharat Chodo Andolan. The British government was already aware of it and started to work on three-stage plan to end the movement. Stage 1, use of propaganda, controlling the media in such a way that the news of this movement could not publish anyway. Stage 2, raiding the offices of the Congress organization, seizing their funds and arresting the top leaders. Stage 3 was to suppress the mass movement using the emergency powers and declaring them as anti-national and thus ending the movement before it even began. The very next day, on August 9, 1942, Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad and the other top leaders of Indian National Congress were arrested and put in jail. These were not to be released for many years. Then the question arises, how to further this movement? In today's speech, you will hear a great story of inspiration, a story of urge for freedom amidst all the struggle and obstacles, how the slogan of revolution reached each and every corner of India. Come on, let us know about the Quit India movement, August Kranti in depth. It was exactly 2 years before, on 8 August 1940, the British Raj had presented an offer to the Indian freedom fighters through Viceroy Linlithgow. It was called the August Offer. In this, they said that Indian representation would be increased in the British Indian government. Actually, this was the time when the World War II was in full range in Europe. The German dictator Adolf Hitler was successfully invading all the countries one after the other, but the Britain was the only country which was standing against him. The British government in the UK was in full trouble and desperate to get the help from wherever it could. Although the Indian soldiers were already fighting in the World War II on behalf of the British, yet they wanted more cooperation from the Indians. So they decided to send an offer to convince the Indians. Till the date, Congress had decided that they would not accept any inconsequential offers and they need complete freedom. So the August offer was a failure. After this, in March 1942, the Britain government decided to send another delegation called Cripps Mission because the head of the House of Commons at that time was Stafford Cripps. The Cripps Mission's aim was to give India independence after the end of the World War II. But remember, the offer given by the British in this mission was not of full freedom, just a dominion status. As per the Cripps offer, India would be an autonomous region under the British Commonwealth. This was the better gift than the previous one, but Congress outrightly rejected it, and Congress leaders determinedly said that they need complete freedom. By the time Congress leaders were fed up with all the offers and negotiations. A few months later, in a meeting at Wardha, the resolution was passed to start a massive civil disobedience movement. Many prominent leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad showed great interest. However, the British officer got to know about this movement and he wrote a letter to the higher authority So the British government started to plan of three stages to end this movement, to prevent this movement, to take strict measures against this movement. About the stages which I was mentioned earlier. On the morning of 9th August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi, Maulana Azad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel were arrested. After these arrests, the Congress party was banned and it is declared as anti-national. Then not a single word of Gandhi's historic speech was allowed to print on the newspaper. In this moment enters a strong and brave 22-year-old lady activist Usha Mehta. She started underground radio station to amplify Gandhi's message. On the other hand, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was trying his best to create awareness among the Indians about this movement while he was living in Berlin, Germany. On the same day when the top leaders were arrested, there was a lady who led the first demonstration of the Quit India movement by hoisting the flag. It was none other than the grand old lady of the Indian independence movement, Aruna Asaf Ali. Then the Quit India movement was started and soon took a violent turn with the firm belief that finish for the final of the colonial empire. There were many Indian parties which opposed this movement. Over 10,000 people killed in this movement. Although this movement was as violent as the 1857 revolt was a milestone in the freedom struggle. The achievement of this movement was keeping the Congress party united, and also this movement also ignited the desire of the complete freedom among the Indians, which made them to call for many massive strikes. To conclude with, just a call, do or die boosted the strength of many Indian freedom fighters to get complete freedom. Thank you one and all who gave me this wonderful opportunity to talk about this historical day in the Indian freedom struggle. Jai Hind.